again, we'll keep my definition of 3 star n, and then multiply by 3 star n plus 1, 3. That should be a 3. That should be a 3. There we go. And so what we're getting here is what we just calculated at the previous step, which is this 3 star 3 to the 27, 3 to the 27. And now we still have the star n here, so we have to replace the n here with the second exponent. So here is 3 star 3 to the 27, 3 to the 27. That whole thing is the something that's under the star now. And then we have to again multiply that by the same thing here. So it's a similar kind of thing as we had here, except that the huge number that we obtained here is now the index for our star here, as well as being the exponent here, the second one. So this is vastly bigger than this one. Almost incomprehensible how big this is. But in the early days, this is still relatively modest compared to the things we're going to see shortly. Right, so now we can go further, we can extend our hierarchy. We've had this row already, and now we can take the successor of star n to get star n plus 1. And there's no reason why we can now not take the successor of star n plus 1 to get star n plus 2, let's say. And the successor of star n plus 2 is star n plus 3, and so on. So we get a new sequence of operations sort of built from star n in a similar kind of way as these original ones were built from us. And now a new idea presents itself that we can take the limits of this new sequence. So the sequence star n plus 1, star n plus 2, star n plus 3 also has a limit, and we're going to give that the name star 2n. Okay, so let's have a look at what that means in terms of a limit. The actual definition doesn't have any kind of limits involved. Okay, so to realize that we're not making some infinite process here. We're not having to do something infinitely like we're going to do an analysis. So it's not a limit like an analysis. But nevertheless, we're still using that word, so it's really erroneous. So the definition here is very, very concrete. Star 2n. We're defining this operation very concretely. Here's a natural number m, here's a natural number k. I'm telling you how to multiply m with k with this operation star 2n. Right? And the definition here, and what you do is you take this k and you replace 2n with n plus k. In other words, you go to the case operation in this sequence that defines the limit. So you choose the case one. Here's the first one, here's the second one, here's the third one. The case one is star n plus k. We take that case operation that defines our limit, and we apply that operation to n on k. So for example, if we have to calculate 10 star 2 and 3, then that's by definition 10 star n plus 3 plus 3. And then we could try to simplify that because this is a successor n plus 2. We might say that 10 star n plus 2 times 10 star n plus 3 and then subtract 1 here, 2. And we can then keep going, try to unravel what this thing is. It might take us quite a long time to unravel what it is. Okay, so now we're trying prospect conversion. And we started with our first row. We get our first limit star n, our operation. And then we took the successor of star n, we got a new sequence, and we took its limit, which is called star 2n. Now, of course, there's nothing to prevent us from taking the successor of this one, and we have to call star 2n plus 1, the first one. And then the successor of that will be star 2n plus 2, and then star 2n plus 3. Now we have a new sequence of operations. We can take the limit of this sequence, and we'll get star 3n. And we keep going here, right? It's 4th row, 5th row, 6th row, and so on. So we're getting all these new limits. Let's actually circle up this to make it very clear. So these are kind of new kinds of operations that are different in character, essentially different in character from these ones. These ones are all successors. Each one of these is a successor of something that I got before. These ones are not successors, they're limits. Ongoing grids, we can just keep on adding more and more rows, we can get bigger and bigger operations. Fabulous. That's good. But in this story, whenever you have some kind of pattern that you're comfortable with, you can go beyond your comfort zone. You go to the next level. You don't want to, but you can. Okay? And in this case, going to the next level requires a shift of thinking. In fact, it almost always requires some kind of shift of thinking. You have to think in a little bit different way than you have up to that point. So we're going to think a little bit differently. We're going to say, well, we created these new kinds of operations. They are limit operations rather than successor operations. Okay, so now we have a new type of sequence. Namely, these green ones here, they themselves form a sequence of operations. They themselves form a sequence of operations. And so we can take their limits. We can take the limits of these ones. Previously, we've just been taking limits of these long rows. And now we're taking the limits of those rows and regarding them as a column and we're taking limits of that. So here's star n, star 2n, star 3n. These can be used to generate a new operation called star n squared. Star n squared. Now, what is the definition of star n squared? Well, it's the same kind of thing that we've seen before. We always define a limiting operation on a sequence in the same way. So once we have our sequence clearly in mind, then the definition of the limiting operation is completely cut. So m star n squared k. We multiply m and k with this operation. So what do we do? Well, we regard this as being created some limiting fashion of the sequence. And what we do is we take the k element in the sequence. So the second exponent here, the second operand, and we take the k element in the sequence. This is the first element, this is the second element, that's the third element. So the k element will be star kn. And that's what we do to m and k. We multiply them with the operator star kn. That's already defined. It's already in existence. We're using it to multiply m and k, or we should exponentiate m and k, whatever. Okay, so this is quite interesting now. A new kind of limit is that some like a kind of a higher limit than these ones, because it's a limit of limits. So for example, we might now ask, what is 3 star n squared 4? This is a number. Is a number? This is an operation. Like exponentiation or triangle operation, but somewhat fancier, somewhat more complicated. The definition here tells us that we need to interpret this by thinking of replacing n squared here with the fourth operation which defines this as a limit. So it becomes 3 star 4 and 4. Alright, now the next exercise for you to pause the video and go off for a few hours. And a few hours is probably what you'll need, at least various recursions and sort of reveal the number itself from the entire stage. So this is actually next time, so please have a go, and then you can compare with what I'm going to show you in a minute or two. Alright, let's see if we get something comparable. Alright, so let's see if we agree on what we get here. And I find out my best in trying to work this out, but I do admit that I think it's a headache after a while, and it's very easy to get confused. But nevertheless, you'll get the hang of it. I hope that if I made a mistake, then please correct me. Okay, but the point is we are still in the realm of somewhat realistic arithmetic, really. In principle, we can unravel the things that we're talking about. These are very sophisticated operations. This is a very serious kind of arithmetic. But nevertheless, it does have a concrete aspect. It's just that the concreteness is blown out because of the complexity. You know, the complexity just skyrockets, and eventually it overwhelms us. And that's just the way it is. But nevertheless, still at every stage there's something concrete, at least potentially concrete about what we're doing. Okay, so we're after 3 star n squared 4, a very modest looking arithmetical problem. And we decided that that's 3 star 4 n 4. Now, this thing here is also a limit. Okay, so we're going to use the fact that n squared is the limit of these ones, so it's go from here to here. And now 4n is also a limit. Star 4n is the limit of star 3n plus 1, star 3n plus 2, star 3n plus 3, and so on. So if we evaluate this, because this is a limit, we have to basically sort of replace this thing with the fourth term that defines it as a limit, 4 because it's under 4. So we have to look here and see which one's the fourth operation, and it is 3n plus 4. So this unravels to 3 star 3n plus 4, not 4. Now this is a successor 3n plus 3. So the successor rule is that this thing here will be 3 star 3n plus 3, and at times the same operator, 3 star 3n plus 4, but with one less 3 there. Alright, now the next step, we replace this thing here with something. So the 3 star 3n plus 4 becomes 3 star 3n plus 3, and then we can times 3 star 3n plus 4, the same one here, times 2, one less than that. Okay, we're just repeating this thing here, we're repeating this thing here. What about this thing here? So 3 star 3n plus 4, 2. Okay, that's going to be, by the same recursive rule, 3 star 3n plus 3 times 3 star 3n plus 4 times 1. I'm not writing that down because I know that's equal to 3, and whenever we have something times 1, we're going to get something. That is for all the operations, except for, in fact, the original operation of multiplication. For all the other ones that works. Alright, so this thing here reduces to 3 star 3n plus 3, 3. Okay, so notice that because from here to here, I might just record that. It's useful to see that because from here, this 3 star 3n plus 4, 3 has been sort of expanded to this more elaborate expression. We have 3 star 3n plus 3 times 3 star 3n plus 3, 3. Okay, now we need to unravel this one inside thing here. So this is the same, that's the same. And now when we do the same thing here, we're going to get 3 star 3n plus 2, that one's going to drop, times 3, the same one, 3 star 3n plus 3, times 1 less there, which is 2. Then at the next level, so the same, that's all the same. This thing here, 3 star 3n plus 3 for 2, is the same kind of thing that we had up here. We get 3 star 3n plus 2 times 3, because what's really here is 3 times 3 star 3n plus 3, 1, which is 3. So you might observe here that, let's see, yeah, the same kind of thing that we had going from here to here is happening from here. If you look at this thing here, that one there, that's getting replaced to right now with this thing here. Okay, so you can see the same pattern going from here to here, going from this one to those ones. Okay, what happens in the next step? Well, this is the same, that's the same, that's the same. And now we're going to do the same thing that we just did in the previous one, but I'm not going to go through all motion. So you just take this thing here and you get 3 star 3n plus 1 times 3 star 3n plus 2, 2, and then you get 3 star 3n plus 1, 3 times 3n plus 1, 3. So we're going from here to here in the same kind of fashion as we had in the previous steps. Okay, so we're unraveling this thing. So far it's sort of under control. Things are real. We're getting more and more stars of stars of stars, so the length of things are going up. But the actual numbers involved so far are all manageable, because we started with relatively small numbers, except at 4 was relatively small. Okay, so here's what we have done on the previous page. We have 3 star n squared 4, and then we got the expression for it. And now let's look at the last term here. 3 star 3n plus 1, 3. So this is the successor of 3n, so it's 3 star 3n, and then we have to multiply that by 3 star 3n plus 1 of 2, and we've seen that's the same as 3 star 3n 3, the same kind of two-step thing that we've done before. And now this is 3 star 3n, and this thing here is a limit, the limit of this particular sequence. So star 3n is a limit of star 2n plus 1, 2n plus 2, 2n plus 3, and so on. So when we want to evaluate this limiting thing, we have to replace this star 3n with the third operation that defines it, this limit. So we get 3 star 2n plus 3, 3, because the third one along here is star 2n plus 3. Okay, so now we have to unravel this with the successor story. So this becomes 3 star 2n plus 2, 3 star 2n plus 2, 3, and we're getting 2 steps there. Now the third help. And then at the next level here, we can do exactly the same thing as we did here. We get 3 star 2n plus 1 times 3 star 2n plus 1 plus 3. So things are becoming simpler in the sense that these operations are slowly moving down. They're decreasing, they're going down in our ladder. Okay, so what is it? Let's have a look at 3 star 2n plus 1, 3, so the last term in all of this. So this is again a successor, so we can write it as 3 star 2n times 3 star 2n plus 1, 2, which is the same as 3 star 2n 3. And so we get 3 star 2n times 3 star n plus 3, 3, because 2n is the limit of n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, so we're going to have to take the third element in that limit, which is n plus 3. Okay, so now let's take the last part of this, so 3 star n plus 3, 3, let's have a look at that. We're getting simpler now, so we're moving towards having something where the last thing that we have in our bracket is actually something that we can write down some fashion of. Okay, so we've got the 3 star n plus 3, 3, that's 3 star n plus 2, that's 3 star n plus 2, 3, same kind of trick we seen before, and then this thing here becomes 3 star n plus 1, 3 star n plus 1, 3, and now we have this last one, we're going to peel this last one off, simpler than this one, it's 3 star n plus 1, 3, that's 3 star n times 3 star n 3, and now this 3 star n 3 is something that we can touch base with, because we know star n is the limit of star 1, star 2, star 3, so 3 star n 3 is 3 star 3, 3. This is our familiar triangle operator. So we finally kind of got down the ladder and found something that we can recognize. There is 3 star N, 3 to the 3 to the 3, there's 3 triangle 3. So 3 to the 3 to the 3 to the 27 here is 3 to the 27. Okay. So what this is telling us is that we get this element, and we have to replace the N here with 3 to the 27, so there's 3 star 7625597484987 times 3 to the 27, which is the same number. So now we are at something where we're touching base with the same kind of pictures that we used when we were drawing Z prime some videos ago. But with Z prime we had to kind of go across and then down and across and down about 5 times, something like that. Okay. Now we have to go across and down, somewhat more times. We have to go across and down, but just many times. Each time we have powers of 3s. And then at the very end, the last power has this many of 3s in it. So this is inconceivably bigger than Z prime. Just, beyond anything that we can imagine. But this number we finally kind of got some kind of picture of. Now, it's just an ingredient has to be then put back into wherever it came from. So it came from right here. It's a humongous number now has to be put in here. And so now we have to unravel these things here. You don't have 3s anymore like we've had pretty well all the way up until now. Now you have this humongous number there instead of the 3. Okay? That makes everything dramatically more complicated. So you have these trillions and trillions of steps to go down instead of 3 steps like we sort of had up till now. That back into here, and then you evaluate this on that. You take that, put that all back into here, and then you evaluate this on that, and this on that, and this on that, and that was all together what you have to put in here, and then you take this, and you evaluate this, and this on this, and this on this, and this on this. Pretty cool. We have completely lost track, except in this sort of formal way of this thing. It just completely overwhelms us. And this is only 3 star N squared 4. You probably can think like that, we are going to be going much further. Okay, we are going to be going much further, and this is of course sort of seemingly fancy land, but it's in fact only partially fancy land. There's something very concrete about this. It's just that the concreteness is at a level of arithmetic which happens to be beyond us. It's like we're like an amoeba or something, trying to understand our rocket ship. It's much more complicated than imaginary. But I remind you that my fellow mathematician colleagues seemingly have no problem with this kind of thing because they go to infinity all the time. They let n go to infinity. When you let n go to infinity in these various modern constructions, you are necessarily zooming past numbers like this. Just zip by them on your road to infinity. Now we're starting to see the weight and the seriousness that these big numbers, that the arithmetic with these big numbers imposes on us. It's a huge burden to honestly address what's going on here. And it becomes, I hope, very glib to make these pronouncements, basically just by waving with hand and making some phrase, like, now let's end to infinity, now let's consider the infinite of n equals 1 to infinity, blah, blah, blah. But these are just really empty statements from a computational point of view. When you realize that the natural numbers really do have things like this. This is a natural number in the usual kind of scenario. And it's there. And it's just one of many, many which are even bigger. So next time we are going to carry on extending this remarkable successor limit hierarchy. And you might think, well, this is all just a crazy game. And to a certain extent, that's true. But we will also see later on that this successor limit hierarchy has a life independence of its role here in this super arithmetic. It can also be used in much more modest and tangible ways. In fact, eventually we're going to be looking at algebraic calculus, and we're going to be touching base on something called non-standard analysis, which is a kind of way of using infinitesimals to do calculus in a purely algebraic way. And when we do eventually get to that point, you'll see that exactly this successor limit hierarchy plays a very natural and useful important role. So it's quite remarkable. So it's well worth you having some thinking about this hierarchy. And next time we're going to investigate it even further. We're going to reveal more of its beauty and remarkable aspect. Hope to learn from it. I'm Howard Oliver. Thanks for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Norman Weber, here at the University of Snowfield. And today's talk on history of mathematics, we're going to look at ancient astronomy and go back to ancient Babylonia and to the Chinese. So this is a topic that we talked a little bit about before in this series. We talked a little bit about Greek astronomy in some earlier video. But it's a big subject because classical astronomy really figures really prominently in the history of mathematics. It's not much of an exaggeration to say that mathematicians and astronomers were almost the same things for a few thousand years. So if you were an astronomer, you were a mathematician. If you were a mathematician, you were an astronomer. And that fact carries on even into relatively modern times. Newton, Euler, Gauss, Laplace, many prominent modern European mathematicians are also very interested in astronomy. So, but if we go back to the earlier times, there's an obvious reason why primitive peoples and early cultures would have been interested in astronomy, first of all, because if you're living around the Mediterranean region, the night sky is there for quite a long time. You've got almost 12 hours of darkness, and since you're being asleep for about 8 hours, that means that you're awake for quite a few hours when it's dark. And you may have some fires and such, but otherwise, there's this night sky that gives you something to look at that's sort of interesting. So people would have sat around fires and looked at the night sky for hundreds of thousands of years, and would have kind of looked and speculated as to what was going on up there. And so there's a basic question of what's going on in the night sky. And this abstract question has connections with certain calendar keeping. So if you want to have a calendar that's based on the year, then you're going to base it on the stars. So any kind of reckoning of time has to be somehow connected with a knowledge of what's going on in the night sky. So calendar reckoning was certainly one important reason. So in order to, for example, predict floods or regular occurrences, but also those religious reasons, religious or philosophical reasons. Many ancient cultures, modern cultures too, sort of think of the gods perhaps as somehow being associated with the heavens, and so this connection between heaven and earth is a sort of naturally important one in our spiritual understanding, and so it's natural to try to understand what's going on up there, with the idea that maybe it can influence what's happening here on Earth. there's also a kind of reason with regularity that one observes that when one's looking at the there's a certain regularity, there's a kind of pattern there, which is both interesting and subtle. And the more carefully you look at it, the subtler it starts to appear. You start noticing things that you maybe didn't notice the first few years you were looking. So there's a regularity, but also combined with some irregularity, or maybe sporadic, or maybe almost mysterious events or movements. So some things are pretty regular, but against that background of regularity, there are these rather unpredictable things. So for example, there were motions of the planets. The planets were different from the stars because they moved around in some rather unpredictable way. Then there were comets. And of course there's the sun and the moon, which of course before that was mentioned. First of all, but they're actually quite regular. There's a pattern you can establish after a few generations of certain study. But then after planets and comets still have Earth, where we have what we now regard as supernovae, where stars explode for a few weeks, and some very dramatic things going on. And there's also very probably eclipses, both lunar and solar. And these eclipses would also had a very profound or spiritual effect on human beings, especially the solar one, where the sun is eclipsed and everything becomes really dark. That's very scary, potentially for people. Okay, so there's all kinds of interesting things going on with the night sky. And I suppose a good place to start for studying how the ancients thought about things is probably to review our current understanding. This is not the understanding that they had, it's an understanding that only gradually became apparent after thousands of years of thinking and observation. But it's probably a good reference for because this is something that's more or less familiar to all of us. So the usual, the current model of what's going on is a heliocentric model, where helio means the sun, something revolving around the sun. And so let's review that. Think of a picture here of the sun, and then around the sun we have our various planets that are moving in, well, they're actually elliptic orbits, but they're pretty close to being circular, but that's way. So the innermost planet is Mercury. It's on the scale, and then we have Venus, a little bit further out, and then we have our favorite planet, Earth, and then Mars, and then further out we have the two gas giants, Jupiter, bigger, and Saturn. So for most of antiquity, the other planets, Uranus and Neptune, were not known, so these were the main objects, along with, of course, the Moon, which we put around here, go around Earth. We have our own satellite, the Moon, which goes around the Earth, So that's a modern view, roughly. We have the sun in the middle, and these various planets going around the sun in elliptical paths, which are almost circular. And they're all essentially in a plane. Okay, they're all pretty well in a plane. And they're all going around, I think, pretty well in the same kind of direction. So let's have a look at this a little bit more closely, particularly what's happening to the Earth. Okay, so here we have the sun again. And over here is the planet Earth. And then it's concentrating on its orbit. So it's going around. Here's Earth. And maybe I will put its north pole here, like this, and it's the equator here. It's actually somewhat tilted to the plane of this circular orbit. And it's going around like this. And so maybe the dominant thing is that the Earth revolves once around the sun in a year. And it revolves or rotates once on its axis, the north-south axis, in a day. Okay, so it's going around here, and that takes 365 point some years, okay, so that's 150. And at the same time, it's also spinning on this axis.